Time gap stabilized. He's a teammate without ambition. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape.
Understood.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. It's the Yellow Jerseys team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway.
I hear you loud and clear. I'll take it easy and sit on the wheel in front.
He's a teammate who has everything to prove.
His teammates are riding to protect the jersey.
I hear you loud and clear. I'll take it easy and sit on the wheel in front.
He could be labelled as a puncher, but is also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Watch out, there's an attack at the head of the peloton.
You're over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price. You almost look out of strength. Look after yourself if you want to avoid a blow-up.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers. He's trying to get out. Watch out!
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
The descent is not very steep. It would oblige riders to pedal if they don't want to lose time. It will also prevent them from fully recovering before they hit the next pass.
He goes to the top of the climber standings. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The front runners will soon begin the Grosse Pierre climb. At 3 kilometers it mightn't be very long, but the slope is sometimes over 15%. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be shared at the top. He's trying to get out. Watch out!
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings. For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey. He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out! "30 seconds lead for the head of the race. You'll have to stay focused on the final descent. Even if it isn't dangerous, the slightest mistake on trajectory can cost the stage win.
Use the high gear ratio when the tempo of the race picks up. The rest of the time, use the small gear ratio so as not to strain yourself.
He's moving on to the attack.
The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way, lad. But watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers.
The finish will be adjudged at the top of the Mausoleum, just about 2 kilometers, but at an average of more than 10% and with a section at over 13% a few meters from the line. A real strongman's finish. Attack! No need to ask questions. Breakaway over.
The breakaway is at the red pennant. It shouldn't be able to hold off the peloton.
1 kilometre. You'll have to be on your guard to avoid blowing up. It can prove costly on such percentages.
For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey.
Allez, Cadel! Allez, we go! Allez, le maillot! Allez, go, 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 go! Allez, le maillot jaune! Allez! Et voilà! Courage!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. All the ingredients have been brought together to produce a stage ridden under an attacking banner. It's a short stage where the 4 passes to be crossed are gathered inside less than 100 kilometers. Attacks can come at any time, uphill and downhill.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Okay, I'll follow any attack.
He's able to come up trumps on the flat, on short climbs or on mountain passes. But if he's one of 2 rises at the finish, it's best not to count on him.
I hear you loud and clear. I'll take it easy and sit on the wheel in front.
It's an 8-kilometer climb at an average of 7.1%. The first 4 riders at the top score points.
Allez, Vincenzo! Allez, Cadel!
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
Vas-y, Cadel!
He likes to climb at his own pace. He doesn't handle accelerations very well, but on the flat, once on his way, he's a big ruler.
Allez, les gars, courage!
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
Allez, Cadel!
His teammates are taking things in hand behind the breakaway.
Allez, Pierre!
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
Allez, Vincenzo! Allez, Vincenzo!
The descent from the Portillon isn't long, but it's technical. The riders will have to be careful. Here's a teammate who has everything to prove. The gap isn't changing much.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. Here's the positions over the last climb.
He's a good climber.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him. He's being distanced. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy.
Understood.
Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have team comm.
The head of the race will soon begin the Col de PS4 climb. This is one of the great classics of the Tour de France, and the riders know it well.
Collective fall. It may create gaps. He's gone down. His teammates will no doubt wait for him. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Change at the top of the provisional general standings. The leader's team will have to make its mark. Use the high gear ratio when the tempo of the race picks up. The rest of the time, use the small gear ratio so as not to strain yourself. He asked his teammates to maintain the tempo. He must feel on form today.
Its slope is 7% on average, over 13 kilometers, and it's classified as first category, the same as the two that follow. Despite his youth, he's a rider not to be underestimated in the mountains. He still has room for improvement on the flat. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. A teammate is beginning to lose touch. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The descent to Ludevielle isn't too complicated. Apart from a few hairpin bends that mustn't be messed up, the riders will be able to go flat out.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
The riders will now tackle the col de Val-Louron-Azé, a fairly short but very steep climb where the most adventurous can start attacking.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings.
Percentages are very high, right from the foot of the pass.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
He's attacking.
Vas-y, Cadel!
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings. The yellow jersey was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings.
He's one of the very best climbers, capable of accelerating on any summit climb. The descent to Saint-Lary-Soulan is to be negotiated with caution. If the first half is fairly straight, the second is quite tricky, with several hairpin bends. Riders will have to keep a clear head.
Here's the positions over the last climb. He goes to the top of the climber standing.
He's one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains. He's an excellent climber who must be watched continuously and also one of the best descenders in the peloton. He's one of the favourites for the race and the undisputed leader of his team. Watch out for him. He's an outsider. He must be watched. He has eyes on the overall standing. The climb to the Plateau is very steep, right from the first kilometers. It easily exceeds 10%. It's only in the last 3 kilometers that the slope becomes a little more bearable.
He takes the virtual lead of the overall standing.
Understood. Okay, I'm coming to protect you. I'll relay.
Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
Okay, we'll try to disrupt relay.
In addition to a prestigious victory, the winner will score an additional 20 points in the climber standings.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez, gars!
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Allez, Vincenzo!
The lead rider has 1 minute on the favourites. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Okay, we'll try to disrupt relay.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
One and a half minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The final stage on the Champs-Élysées is always one of the most coveted. In the past, sprinters seeking the prestige of a victory in Paris have sometimes been caught off guard, but it hasn't happened very often. With the specialists who currently dominate the discipline, it's an even more demanding challenge.
The peloton is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
Understood.
First time around the Arc de Triomphe. The riders will have 4 laps to do.
I'll take it easy on the relay.
The circuit goes round the Jardin des Tuileries, taking the tunnel. The riders emerge onto the Rue de Rivoli and return towards the finishing line.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The race leaders cross the line. They still have 3 laps to go.
Chicos, ánimo.
'Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed. 'Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed.
Last time checked with a breakaway. 1 minute.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
Limite.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Thank
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. For the second time in its history, the Tour de France gets underway from within the United Kingdom. Never before has this event begun so far north as this Grand Départ from Leeds in the country of Yorkshire, but geographical considerations will quickly give way to the challenge for the first yellow jersey. It will be awarded at the end of a straight uphill ride, which should be conducive to a superb head-to-head between sprinters in the town of Harrogate.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
A true sprinter who's not too bad of a short climbs. Beware of him in the sprint. He's got a good turn of speed, but he struggles as soon as the road rises a little. Less than 10 kilometers before the first summit of this tour, the Kitstones Pass, a third category climb. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
He's a ruler who's not too bad in a sprint if he finishes as part of a small group. On the other hand, short climbs are not at all to his liking.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
He's a promising young climber, but who still has plenty of weak points on the flat and in the sprint. He's a teammate without ambition for the overall standings.
I hear you loud and clear. I'll take it easy and sit on the wheel in front.
The mountains really aren't his thing. He's more of a puncher ruler with a good finish, if in a small group. The leaders will soon come to the first intermediate sprint and compete for points for the green jersey.
Okay, we'll try to disrupt relay. I'll go full out on the relay.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. He's the best sprinter in the group. Take his wheel if you want to score some points. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. You are 2 kilometers from the top. His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Here's the positions over the last climb. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
Understood.
His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Here's the positions over the last climb. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
Understood.
Hello everyone. Those thinking of victory in Sheffield, a city with a rich engineering heritage, will certainly need legs of steel. The furnaces will want to be well stoked when Hole Moss is reached and the climbing continues almost all the way to the line. 3,400 metres of vertical gain, concentrated for the most part in the final 30 kilometres. A true English-style Liège-Bastogne-Liège.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
He was itching to have a go. He's already on the attack.
Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed.
This is not the most important stage for the polka dot jersey, but we should still stay awake so as not to lose our lead. I'm counting on you guys.
A counter-attack already. He's trying to set up a counter-attack.
His teammates are riding hard, surely to catch up the counter-attack and avoid having too many guys in front. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The yellow jersey has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
A good ruler, he doesn't really have a strong point that would scare opponents. At ease on short climbs, mountain passes and on the flat, all he lacks is a good turn of speed when finishing in a big group. The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up.
It's the yellow jersey's team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid.
Even if it's fairly effective in the mountains, he's thought of more as a puncher. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. Only 5 kilometers before the next summit for those at the head of the race. There will be 2 points and 1 point for the first 2 to the top.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
He's a promising young climber, but he still has plenty of weak points on the flat and in the sprint.
Here's the positions over the last climb. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
He's a teammate without ambition for the overall standings.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Here's the positions over the last climb. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
No let up. The intermediate sprint is looming for those at the front. Are there any sprinters left to take the points?
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
Understood.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race."
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. His teammates are riding hard, surely to catch up the counterattack and avoid having too many guys in front. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint. He's got a flat. It might cost him dearly in the overall standings if he doesn't get help right now. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Here's the positions over the last climb. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Understood. Understood.
Everything will be played out there, and it's the freshest amongst them who will gain the upper hand. He's trying to get out. Watch out!
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb.
Breakaway over.
We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader.
He's trying to get out. Watch out! Watch out. There's an attack at the head of the peloton.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
The last climb is in sight. Will someone manage to land a killer blow?
He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France. Let's hope for his sake that things go as well in the future, but for now, he can relish